Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Let's Play LA Noire. Let's see, we have our next arson case, a different kind of war. Speedway.
It's gotta be one of these places. The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Okay. Let's see, the first location. This is still related to the previous case. Where these new build houses were sold.
Help you?
Oh yes.
Drunk, mister? Or are you just
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, they found him dead.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose.
Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep was in on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
There's a time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is a time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
That price is outrageous.
Crusade against corruption. Oh yeah. So let's see another place. The guy we are looking for doesn't work here. Nice music. I should have driven and listened to it. Nuclear bug and rodent control. Nuclear? Are they spraying nuclear bug pests?
Welcome to Nuclear. What can I do you for?
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Still dripping blood from my hand. Westlake Pest Control. I think we've been here with Cole before. In one of our early missions. Or am I mistaken?
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
For Dr. Fontaine's surgery. Okay.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room. Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtmann, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
Okay, let's go this way first. If I would be a chess player, I'd analyze this, whether it is not one of the famous, you can't see it probably because of my webcam picture, but I'd analyze the board here and look whether this isn't any of the famous chess games played by some masters.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Again, rubbing alcohol. Stethoscope. Microscope. Some drugs. Army morphine.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment.
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Dr. Harlan Fontaine, PH. Consultant psychiatrist, cognitive and abnormal psychotherapy. Leland, listed below are the properties you wanted accounted for. My associate has visited each and made a thorough survey. From what he tells me, I gather these families and residents no longer require the assistance provided by our relocation program. So he is writing to Leland Monroe.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe.
We know Stephens. Morelli, I don't know whether it was one case.
Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control.
Speak to Curtis. Curtis was who? That guy Jack shot in the leg. Harlan, this was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control. I will take whatever action is necessary. Who has written this? Treat and observation ongoing. The subject was born into an Oklahoma sharecrop farming family. Failed harvest during the Dust Bowls in the 30s led to the family being evicted, and they undertook the journey to California. Nature of disorder. When referred to his physician, the subject was suffering from an acute case of battle fatigue, manifested in sensory flashbacks, disturbed attention and sleep disturbance. The subject described symptoms such as vision impairment, headache, tachypnoea, tachycardia, and excessive sweating. Tachypnoea is when you breathe too fast. Tachycardia is when your heart beats too fast. Excessive sweating. The object experienced phantom physical sensations when in a wakeful state and intense nightmares when sleeping. The subject was unable to dissociate memory from reality, frequently regressing to the trauma of... During early diagnostic sessions, the subject admitted to feeling a morbid fear of and a deep fascination with fire. That's the pyromaniac. A determination was made that the subject had entered an advanced state of catatonia, which couldn't be overcome by psychotherapy alone. Treatment history: the subject began a course of drug treatment in conjunction with clinical hypnotherapy sessions. Yeah, he was giving him morphine. Prognosis: the subject is fighting persistent delusions and paranoid schizoid tendencies and managing with the help of drug treatment and therapy to keep them at bay. However, it is the opinion of this physician that any relaxation of these treatments would be dangerous. The subject could, without continued guidance, slip back into the clutches of his many demons and enter a new antisocial state of psychotherapy. Signed, Harlan Fontaine. Sawyer and Stephens. We have investigated Sawyer, so we just need to find who he was treating here. Is he now dead? Harlan Fontaine is dead? Why is he dead? I don't remember him die. Oh, he's here. Okay, let's see.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Ah, okay, somebody came and struggled him. Actually, there was a cutscene which I accidentally didn't record. I finished the recording too quickly, and the cutscene was ongoing before. Oh, and I decided not to offer you half a cutscene. But there was this doctor had an interview with Elsa Lichtmann. He knocked her unconscious, and then a guy came in unexpected. Probably it was this pyromaniac, and he how's it called? Yeah, he killed Dr. Fontaine by choking him to death, or I think it's called choking or something. He took Elsa Lichtmann away somehow to save her. So that's IH. Wait, I want to see the back side of it. It's a nice zippo, and it says the name is printed on the back side. He just lets me see the initials. Wait, maybe he had some documents in his pockets. No, obviously not. The face of progress. It says mayor developer of Leland Monroe.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down. Do you know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? Certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. No longer necessary. I'll take care of Jeff Kelso.
Interesting. Yeah, that's how the murderer of Fontaine entered the house. He came from here.
Good doctor has been marking this map.
Rancho Escondido, Circuit Heights, 3rd Street, Edgewood Grove.
Edgewood Grove.
Santa Monica
McCarthy
Boulevard.
Vista. Carson Heights. Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
Yeah, but what are the marks there?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
Oh. Okay, so they built them in the freeway so that they would have an excuse for bulldozing them because the freeway will be built. This is what he, what he knocked out Elsa with. This may be.
So much for your foresight, Doctor. Jack was wrong.
It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the Stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we gonna prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
And before I continue, I must see the log. I must read again their arguments, or what they said about the logic behind these houses being built where they are built. It's about insurance. It's about eminent domain. The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with new houses sitting on it. Alright, so the new houses will be there. They will be built as cheap as possible. And so they will save money. They get some funding for building the houses. They save money because they are building them from firewood, or not from firewood, but just from wood, not so, as cheaply as possible. And the people will, I don't know, either the insurance company they will somehow outpay the people from what they have deposited for the new houses, the insurance company will prove how much these newly built houses have improved the land which they cheaply bought, and the government will pay them big money. And why does Biggs say they are worth nothing? Well, the houses are worth nothing, but the insurance will make it look like they are properly built and all. It's about as neat a scam as you could imagine. How are we going to prove any of this? Yeah, how are we going to prove it? Doctor is dead, Monroe nearly bled to death. How can the pyromaniac prove this? How can Elsa prove this? How can Jack prove this?